Okay, let's do 4 examples. Alright, so I'm going to go to my balance sheet section, but before that I have to read my information. What exactly is required from me? Okay, put into the general ledger. This activity was provided by the department. Alright, so activity 1 says use the information from the given journals. So they're giving us journals and to post to the general ledger of KK Weldings for March 2022. Balance the accounts at the end of the month. Use the answer sheet provided as a guide. Alright, so I'm going to read it twice. The second time I read it, I'm going to underline important words. So it says use the information from the given journals of posting to the general ledger of KK Weldings for March 2022. Then it says balance the accounts at the end of the month. Right, so I have to balance accounts at the end of the month, and they obviously give me an answer sheet here. Okay, so I've got a cash receipts journal, right? That means I'm receiving money. This is CRJ number 1, and then I've got a cash payments journal. That means I'm spending money. Okay, so my first T account is capital, and by all means you are given a lot of information here. Information you're not supposed to be given, but you're given a lot of information. Can you see here it's written OE, which stands for owner's equity, and it's already telling you that this capital account is going to increase on the credit side, right? This here stands for credit, this B stands for balance sheet number 1, right? You've got a month, you've got day, you've got details, folio, and then you've got month again. Then you've got a debit side, owner's equity, you've got a decrease sign there, minus sign, which means that capital decreases on the debit side. Alright, but you might not be given this information all the time, but just for the example, you were given the information. So my step 1 says I must I should apply my dead click principle. So according to dead click, capital, it increases on the credit side. Here's my capital here, it's increasing on the credit side. Alright, am I spending or am I receiving? Is the business receiving money or spending money? My business is receiving money. although I might be the owner of the business, that doesn't mean I'm spending money. Okay, the business and the owner are two separate entities. Okay, I'm giving my business money, therefore it's capital to the business. Don't confuse yourself. Okay, step 3. So since I'm receiving money, I'll get my information from the cash receipts journal. Okay, let's go to the cash receipts journal and get our information. Before we even go to the cash receipts journal, I want to write here typewriter. I'm going to write here CRJ. Yeah, CRJ. Make it capital, CRJ 1. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna get my information. Okay, here is my information. I'll highlight it. I've got capital. Then I've got, let me underline it. I've got capital. But you use your final amount there. So it's 60,000 Rand. Capital here. Alright, so B1, this is like a reference number. Alright, this balance sheet account number 1, it's 60,000 at the end of the month. But if you noticed, this amount of 50,000 came from bank first, and then it took it to the sundry accounts. Also here I've got 10,000, which is part of this 11,075. Alright, this 11,075 includes this 1,075 Rand because of services rendered. They were done on the same day, we banked them on the same day. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to my capital account. I'm gonna write 60,000. Alright, Alright, here 0 for my cents. Okay, take this amount, put it properly and nicely here. Okay, for my details here, I'm gonna write bank. The reason I'm writing bank is because in my cash receipts journal, I am actually putting the 50,000 at bank first before it goes to capital. Also, this 10,000, I'm putting it here by bank first before it goes to capital. All right. The other way, if you're a little bit advanced and you understand accounting, is that for every debit entry, there's a credit entry. So this bank will actually be debited because my capital will be credited at a later stage. I'll help you understand that. Alright, so my month end for March is the 31st of March. I'm gonna write that down here. My month is, I'm gonna start with the year 2022, and then I'm gonna write March. Alright, simple and straightforward. Let me just make it a bit smaller so that it can actually fit in there. And 3, 8, just chuck it in. Block. Right. Okay.